Hi, welcome to Cabin Baggage. I'm your host, Craig Pollock, and today we're in the lovely town of Port Carling, Muskoka. Okay, here we are. We're actually at the basement of Mrs. Chambers, and we're going to go inside and we're going to see the organization that we've done so far, some of the things that she's done, and the things that we've implemented to help her along the way. Come on in. Okay, so we're now in the basement of a typical cottage owner. This is what they're faced with every time that they have to come inside to try to find something, and it can take away from the cottage experience because they don't know where anything is. So take a look around. This is exactly what cottage owners face where they have to put their stuff. And there you have it. That is a 360-degree rotation of what a typical basement would look like at a cottage. Let's just look at a perfect example of what cottage owners are faced with when they go into their basements to look for, say, rope. I like to work with the 3 W's. What is it? What is it for? And where does it go? So I went around this basement, I found all sorts of different rope in all sorts of different locations, and I put it into a bin. And in this bin, the most important thing to do is label it. You gotta label it, you gotta know what's in it. So once you label it, when you walk into your basement, you'll know exactly where it is, you'll see the label, and you know what's in the bin. A very important tip. Okay, so one of the other, I'm just gonna do a quick other example here. When I walk into a basement as well, or any place in a cottage, I look for what's called dead space. It's areas that aren't being used. And what do? I resurrect it. And if I can't redesign what's there, I'm going to build it. So there you go. I built this whole contraption for Mrs. Chambers. Everything is in bins. Everything's labeled. That's how it'll be when she comes into the basement. Nice and easy. Woohoo! Look at that. All nice and organized. Okay, there's one more thing that I want to just say that when it comes to organizing a space. And this is very important. I like to work with what is called the 3 rule. The 3 rule basically is, if in 3 minutes you can put something away, then do it. But if you can't, put it in a bin and come back to it. The second 3 is in 3 weeks or 21 days, it will become a habit. As long as you keep doing it, you'll get it done every time. So what does a fashion designer, an interior designer, a personal support worker, an executive household manager, a butler, and a professional organizer all have in common? One thing. Me, Craig Pollock. I understand people, and I understand stuff, and I understand their connection, and that's why I'm the perfect host for Cabin Baggage. And just remember, not everything is garbage. This is Craig Pollock for Cabin Baggage. We'll see you next time.